Hi, I'm Judy Vitale, your astrologer with ReadTheStars.com. This is your weekly horoscopes at work forecast for September 21st through 27th, 2015. Yeah, Mercury is still retrograde, folks. Check out my website. I've got a little article up there telling you all about it. So make sure you have a look at it and understand what you're supposed to be doing during this time period, and no, it's not hide under the bed. Although it might be what you feel like doing, that you really don't want to hide under the bed this week. It's a big week. First, we have, of course, the autumn equinox, or autumnal equinox, if you want to get fancy about it. And what that means is that on Wednesday, the seasons will change. It will go from summer to fall. The sun will enter Libra. All you Libra people are going to have your birthdays. Happens at 4:21 a.m. And of course, we're now at the part of the year where we're turning more toward winter. So let's start to get those projects together for what we're going to be doing over the most intense, certainly, and also the most productive period of the year. The other thing that's really going to propel us this week is going to be Pluto coming out of its long retrograde since April. It's going to happen on Friday, the 25th at 2:55 a.m. This is an annual event, and it is the moment when Pluto comes out of retrograde, and so it pushes all those things that we have in our unconscious, and we're going to do that one day. Now is the time to do it, so take advantage of that on Friday if you can as well. Then, of course, we have Mars going into Virgo on Thursday, the 24th at 10:18 p.m., and last but not least, and probably the big granddaddy of them all, or grandmommy since it's the moon, a lunar eclipse, full moon in the sign of Aries, the indicator of the harvest moon. So this is the time when you're really going to see what you've done over the summer and how it's come to fruition. It's going to be fantastic, of course, right? So that takes place on Sunday the 27th at 10:50 p.m. I'm going to go through the moon signs day by day with you now and also mention these events again so that you can plan out your week. Monday, we have a short and very early void of course moon between 4:59 a.m. and 8:33 a.m. So after that, you're okay. If you're doing something early, try to make sure you double check and triple check your plans to ensure that they come out the way that you want them to. On Tuesday, the moon will go into Capricorn from Sagittarius at 7:13 p.m. So all day on Tuesday, we've got the Capricorn moon, and then at 7:13 it goes void of course. Actually, that's what happens. So that's going to be Tuesday evening into Wednesday afternoon at 1:51. We'll go into the Aquarius moon. This is a good time on Wednesday and on Thursday, even with all of this great stuff happening. We're going to have the equinox, of course, on Wednesday. This is going to be a time for us to think about what's good for the groups around us, and it's also just really good for any kind of intellectual activity and team-building activities. It's a time when people are thinking about what's good for everyone. So if you have activities that center around that, do it on Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday, we have also Mercury square Pluto at 6:32 p.m. This could be a time when someone has a very powerful need to exert their will, so be on the lookout for that. On Friday, the Aquarius moon will go void at about midnight, 2 minutes after midnight. Stay void, of course, for most of Friday until 3:44 p.m. So Friday, not the best day for making plans to do anything too humongous. Also, there's going to be a tremendous amount of tension, not because the eclipse is coming on Sunday, or not just because of that, but also because we're going to have Mars square Saturn. So whatever you do, you kind of feel like you're being pushed back, and it's very frustrating. So remember to take those moments that we all need from time to time where we're just quietly meditating on how we can best go on to our next step without tripping over ourselves. On Saturday, we will have the Pisces moon again, and then it goes void, of course, at 12:32 p.m. So most of Saturday, a little bit iffy in terms of knowing exactly what we will be doing and when. And then on Sunday, the moon will move into Aries at 3:29 p.m. and get us ready for that eclipse, which is going to come at 10:50 p.m. on Sunday evening. So at that point, you're going to know what was the big deal about the full moon that occurred, or the new moon that occurred 2 weeks earlier. And I apologize for all these misspeakings. I'm going to blame Mercury, okay? And I have a feeling if I were to do this again and again, this is the kind of thing that happens during Mercury retrograde. But I am still doing astrology readings, so that I will just have to be extra careful with, and I will be, if you would like to come and see me, I'll be at Journeys of Life on Wednesday from 3 to 7 o'clock. And you can always reach me for a private one-to-one reading at some of my other locations, or a private video reading, $19.95 for a 5 to 7 minute video of me reading your chart. Just send the information, your birth date, the time if you have it, and the place, and to Judy, Judi, at readthestars.com. From there, I will send you a PayPal request for money. When you send that in, I make your video and you get your reading. So I hope that you're enjoying your week already. If you haven't started, you better get to it, because it is really a very big week. Don't miss it. Don't sleep through it. Just keep moving on and do everything you can to avoid the pitfalls of Mercury retrograde. I know you can do it. But if you got questions, again, you know where to find me. Judy, Judi, at readthestars.com.